What's up, guys? This is DSG Pipe Smoker. Those are my pipes. Let's see if my camera will focus. There we go. Ain't they purty? But yeah, it's official. It's IPSD. It's the day. Up here in Alaska. You guys on the East Coast have been experiencing it now for about 4 hours. And that's cool. I'm just getting started. So, yep, there they are. Let's talk about it for a little bit here, shall we? This was the pipe that you saw in my first video. It's a 7 Elytra V Smooth. This thing smokes Balkans really, really well. I really, really like this pipe. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's really, really nice. This Arthur shape really fits the hand well. And I have small hands, but this is comfortable to hold. And for being as big as it is, I mean, this thing is like, it's like 3 fucking ounces. It's got a really big button on it. That I can just clench right down on. Yeah, really nice pipe. The more complicated the blend is, the better it smokes in this pipe. There's that guy. This is a no-name pipe. I think it just says imported Briar on the side. Yep. Yes, there's oxidation on it. It was like that when I got it, and I got it restored off of a guy off of Etsy. Old Ironsides, I think is what his name was. I haven't been able to remove it, and obviously he hasn't been able to remove it, so there it stays. Doesn't affect how I smoke it at all, so I don't give a shit. Smokes Latakia really, really well. Especially the 3 most popular Latakia blends from Dunhill. The Nightcap, 965, and Standard Mixture. Clench is really nice too. I like this pipe a lot. Move the old 7L out of the way. This guy is a Subbori Kursan pot. Smokes Latakia and Balkan blends really well. Oh, for those of you who don't know, Subbori is they make Dunhill seconds, or at least they used to. I don't know if they still do or not. The only real flaws on this one is it has some filling on it. It's got some fills on it. And the drill makes like it might be a little off, but this thing smokes really, really well. It doesn't clench very well. Yeah, the button on there isn't real great, and it tapers slightly, so it tends to slide around on your teeth a little bit. But you know what? It smokes phenomenally well. This guy was in really rough shape. Really rough shape. This is a Dan Windsor. Some might call that a sorry, my lip itched. Some people might call that a Dublin shape, and I guess it might be. I think it's a spindle shape because it kind of comes in like that. Really, really comfortable to hold. Whoever had this pipe last burnt it out to the point that, and I think you can actually see a little bit of the burnout, scorch from the outside. I mean, they had this thing down to maybe 1/4 inch of good wood. I used fireplace mortar in it. Stuff works phenomenally well. The only thing about it is it doesn't cake very well, and it doesn't absorb moisture the way Briar does. But hey, you know what? It saved the pipe, and this thing smokes, when I'm in the mood to have tongue bite for the pleasure of smoking Virginias, it'll smoke a Virginia really well. It'll smoke Virginia Parikh really well too. In fact, it'll bring out the Virginia a little bbit more. And I'm knocking over pipes. Okay. This dude is a Amphora. Of course, I have it on upside down. It's an Amphora Extra 728 848. Chimney Dublin? Something like that. This dude smokes really, really hot. I got it as a Christmas present from my parents. It's really light. It'll smoke Virginia really well. It'll smoke Virginia Parikh really well too. But man, this thing gets really, really hot. I took it to as you can see, it's kind of burnt out a little bit. I took it to Briarville, and because with it being so thin, I wasn't comfortable dealing with that. So I took it to Briarville, and he put a bowl coating in it, and it keeps the bowl from, getting any worse. But man, this thing gets hot, like touching your finger to a stove hot. But it smokes great. I like it. This is obviously a work in project, or a work in progress. It's a project, obviously. This dude. The only hunk of Briar in the tobacco shop, one of the tobacco shops that I visit in Anchorage. Anchorage does have a B&M, but I don't go there as often as I should, to be honest. I don't know what to do with this yet. Haven't quite decided. I might make an actual, like, Dublin shape out of it, or I might make an egg or an apple out of it. I really like the latter two, because they're really comfortable in the hands. Anything, really, that is fat on the bottom and then tapers at the top just fits the hand really well. These two... Get my camera to focus again. There we go. These two are my corn cobs, obviously. This was the first one. This is a smooth. I had to fix it. It was starting to crack a little bit around where the shank goes into the bowl. I use these for the aromatic blends, and they're really good pipes. I mean, I would recommend them for a beginner. I like the natural finish better. You could get a good grip on it when you want to. It's lighter, and it smokes cooler. So yeah, those are them. Let's look at these guys. These, hold on a second. Oh. Sorry. I'm putting them in order of what I dedicate them to. So these three are my Latakia pipes, these three are my Virginia pipes, those are my aromatics. These are my Burley and Virginia Parikh blends, my Virginia Parikh pipes. These also smoke Kentucky Darkfire really well. This dude is a Lolo pipe. And my understanding, based off of the research that I've been able to do on them, they were pocket pipes that were originally made by Savinelli. Really, really good smoker. This was my first Briar. Came with a, this guy was in really bad shape too. Had cake, like 1/8 of an inch thick. Couldn't even stick a pencil through it. Cake all up inside the airway and even a little bit into the shank. It was really bad, and I couldn't, for the life of me, clean out the heavily oxidized stem, so I replaced it. And the stem really, really fits my mouth really well. And it's acrylic, so I don't have to worry about, polishing it. It's really nice. I really like it. I think, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it kind of looks like it has a, I think that might be a meerschaum lining. I think that's what that is. At least that would make sense. Could also be an insert. It could have been a pipe that got burnt out and somebody used an insert to make sure that the pipe had more life into it. But this is a really good pipe to take on the go. Actually, all three of these are. This was my first brand new pipe. This is a Dr. Grabow. I believe it's a Grand Duke. Yeah, it's a Grand Duke. Really big stem with sharp lines on it. Fits. It clenches really well. I really, really like it. I highly recommend. Sorry, I need to readjust my hands on the phone. I really, really like it. It smokes burley and dark-fired Kentucky really, really well. It builds up a cake really fast, too. I was surprised. And I didn't have to do, like, the, third of the way down for 5 or 10 bowls, and then 2/3 up, and I didn't have to do any of that. I just smoked it, and I've reamed this thing out maybe 5 times since I bought it. This was a Christmas present from my mom, because she asked what I wanted for Christmas, and I told her nothing really. I mean, if she got me a pipe, that'd be kind of cool. So she did. She got me a bulldog, and I like the bulldog shape in and of itself, but I like real bulldogs, not like Rhodesians or bulldogs like some companies make, where it's, maybe it's a billiard shape with a semi-diamond shank to it, and it's got like one little, yeah, that's not, this is a bulldog. All it says on it is Village Briar, and when I looked that up, all I found on this pipe was, or all I found on that name was, a tobacco shop in Pennsylvania. I think it's a second pipe from another company. It's got really pretty grain on it, but man, look at all those fills. That's why I think it's a second of some sort. This thing smokes Virginia Parikh really, really well. So this next line of pipes are my dedicated Virginia Parikh pipes. This was an artisan pipe that belonged to my stepdad, and he heard that I got into pipes, and he just gave it to me because he wasn't smoking it. I was surprised at how well preserved the stem was. It didn't take very long for me to clean it up. It's got really nice grain on it, and look at the rustication on that. It's kind of like a wave, it looks like. That's really, really cool. There's the signature from the artisan. This thing clenches really well too. I like to take this thing out and I like to take it out and smoke it while I'm driving, because it hangs really well and I can put a pipe cleaner through it. This dude is the prettiest, has the prettiest grain, prettiest wood on it out of all my pipes. It had, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's got, like, there's the edge of where, sorry, my voice is getting really dry. There's the edge of where the original cake is, and I left the original cake on and just did, your typical salt and alcohol treatment. That's all I really had to do to this pipe, and man, look at that. Look at that wood. That is fucking phenomenal. Yep, there it is. I don't know if you can make that out too much. when I looked at it under a microscope, or not a microscope, but a magnifying glass, this was the best I can read out of it. So, like, half of the original stamp is gone. But that's what the logo is, and that's what it says. I tried looking up this name, and I couldn't find any information on it. So if you guys have any information on that, it would be really cool if you can share. I mean, that would be really cool. And if you don't, you know, that's cool. This thing smokes Oriental heavy blends really, really well. It'll smoke Virginia Parikh and Burley blends really well too. But yeah, really, really pretty grain on that wood. So, yep, those are all of them. Now, you're probably wondering, where in the hell is that Missouri Meerschaum Mini? Well, your guess is as good as mine, because I have no idea where that pipe went. I completely lost it. Yep. Kind of sad. But I've got other pipes. So, I hope you guys enjoy your IPSD day. I'm gonna grab one of these guys. Probably this one. I'm gonna smoke some, what was I gonna smoke? Elizabethan mixture. I'm gonna smoke some Elizabethan mixture tonight. And that's how I'm gonna celebrate IPSD Day. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And have a happy International Pipe Smoking Day. This is at Ben DSG Pipe Smoker, with another video. Have a good day.